Welcome to Valmidi Labs. Last year, I decided to venture into designing and printing out my own 3D printed refrigerator magnets. I wanted to use TinkerCAD, and that's what I've been using to design the graphics of the refrigerator magnets, and then using TinkerCAD to create the base and the STL so I can send it over to Orca Slicer to print on one of my printers. The first prototype that I made, I used the little round magnets and paused the print at a certain layer height, manually inserted the magnets, and then resumed the print and filled out the back, right? So you cannot see where the magnets are in here, but it works. And this one was leftover storage. I just wanted to make it humorous, right? Oh, go to the refrigerator, it's leftover storage. But I was like, I don't want to constantly have to pause the printers and me having to go and manually put in the magnets in there. So I decided to opt for a simple, easy solution. And that was to just buy a pack of 100 business card size magnets. This was 100 of them for about 18 bucks, 20 bucks, something like that. And the thing I love about them, all right, so here's what sticks to a refrigerator or any magnetic surface. This you just peel off, you attach to the back of the print, and there you go. Easy. It takes a couple seconds just to slap it on there, hold it tight so make sure it sticks to your print, and voila. You do not have to worry about pausing the print, worrying about not being near your printers and them just sitting there for a while. You can just print about a bunch, and then after you're done, you just slap on these refrigerator magnets. One of the first ones I did, it was a little bit too small, but it was this one. I made it the shape of a refrigerator, and I just said leftover storage. Kind of goes back to this one. But the problem was the business card itself, even though in TinkerCAD I did the exact measurements of what these are supposed to be, which I don't really remember exactly the size of a business card right now, that's not how it printed. So I had this little lip of leftover magnet, which, you know, I could cut off, but I was like, again, that's just extra work I didn't want to do. So what I ended up doing was just making the sizing in TinkerCAD just a slight bigger, maybe I think by, I think it was like 0.5 millimeters. I went a little bit above what the business card size was, both width and height. And it fits perfectly. You see, I have this little lip right here of the magnet. I don't have to worry of the print and not of the magnet itself, unlike this one, right? And it's much more cleaner, much more of surface for you to just put it on there. This one here says lift all the weights, eat all the food, right? Here's a few other examples I did. I said, no matter the distance, no matter the pace, if I run, I run. I'm a runner every day. This one is lift all the weights, run all the miles, eat all the food, have all the sex. And this one I decided to make vertical. So instead of having it horizontal, you can do vertical. This is another one. These are all like health themed. Run all the miles, eat all the food. Naked confidence starts with the workout. And then this one was more, I don't have examples. This is the only one I have an example of because I gave out the other ones, but this was more for mental health awareness. But this one just says, be kind to your mind. So again, you know, nothing too crazy, right? You can go a little bit crazier with them if you're a better designer than I am. But I wanted just to make simple, easy sayings, positive reinforcement sayings, mental health awareness, just everything that'll be funny or good and inspiring to see on your refrigerator or anywhere else you want to place it. I have one here. Oh, this is another one, mental health one. Hold on. This is on my little whiteboard I have here in my office, holding up some pictures of my daughter. And this one is a little panda, and it just says, your story isn't over yet. This is for suicide awareness. This was the thought process behind this one. So hopefully someone would see this, and if they're having a hard time, they can be like, okay, yeah, my story's not over yet. But yeah, I just wanted to share this. You know, it's not nothing complicated. It's not a helmet. It's not dice towers, but these are just simple things you can design. I use Canva. and TinkerCAD, very simplistic tools just to create some of these and then print them out. And I like printing them face down on the texture plate on my bamboos, just because I like that effect that the texture plates give. I think it gives it more of a character. And again, you don't have to worry about pausing or anything like that to hide the magnets on the inside, like this one, right? And while hiding the magnets, pausing the prints to insert the magnets is good on certain types of prints. On this size of a refrigerator magnet, there's no need for it. It makes your job a whole lot easier. And then you can price it out accordingly, or just make them for yourself, or if you want to create your own and sell them. That's what I've been doing. I've sold a few, right? I need to put more. I want to create more and put them up on my site, on my store, with like specific things that are coming up over the next year or so. Yes, I hope this inspires you to go make your own refrigerator magnets. Again, very simple, nothing too complicated. Easy turnaround, nice profit margin on these, even if you sold them, $4 or $5 a pop. I think I sold mine for $5 each or something like that. And, some people may be like, that's way too much. Some other people may think that's too little. That's what I was able to sell them for, and make a nice little bit of profit on these a while back last year. So I'm going to start getting back into these. And so I just wanted to inspire myself to start working on it again, but also hopefully inspire you guys to try it. And if you do, let me know. I would love to see some of your guys' ideas. And again, you can create magnets however you want. Refrigerator magnets, you can make them oval, you can make them triangles, and this won't work for it just like how it does on these, but you can always cut this or use the pause and resume function to insert magnets on the inside, right? This is just one way of making very simple refrigerator magnets, and you can obviously make them way more complicated. It makes it seem like it's a bad thing, but you understand what I mean. A little bit more technical, I guess. It gives you a variety of options, but yeah. Just a side note, today actually marks 1 year of me getting my A1 Mini. It was my first bamboo. And since then, in the last year, I've upgraded to 2 additional A1s. And I'm right now working on 3D printing buttons for my daughter's school. Let me actually show you something. So the button idea actually came from my daughter's TK teacher. I wanted to make coins for when they had the solar eclipse last year. And so I made a button where it just says Solar Eclipse 2024 TK class. That way they can just have some sort of remembrance of the event. And this is the coin that I had given them. And she goes, no, I'm going to make them into buttons. And so she bought all these little clasps and super glued them on there. And I was like, oh, this is great. So then when they graduated, I'm going to hide the name of the school. I decided to make it a little bit better. And then I printed them flat on the bed like I did with these. And, TK 2023 to 2024. And then we put the little clasp on the back as well. And they loved it. And so right now what I have printing on one of the printers, actually on the A1 Mini, is my daughter's class is going on a field trip in a couple of weeks. And so I designed, and I'm not going to show because it has my daughter's school information on there, but it just says, the name of the school, has a little barn on there because they're going to a farm, the name of the farm, kindergarten field trip 2025. And it's a nice round size button. Actually, I can kind of hide this here, but as you can see, that's kind of how it looks. And then I'm gluing on the back. I bought a bunch of little clasps for these, and we're going to super glue them on there. And her teacher, all the teachers in the kindergarten at her school were just like, yeah, we would love some for our class, and I'm donating these to them. I just like making these little mementos for the kids to remember these little events that they had when they were in school. So this is something else that you can make, right? Buttons, 3D printed buttons. There's a bunch of other things. I know when it comes to 3D printing, we think of like props and helmets and some functional prints, but I think little mementos like this, or refrigerator magnets and bookmarks, which I've talked about, and I'm actually, my next video is going to be going through my process of making bookmarks through HueForge, of how I do it for the books that I'm reading in 2025. I think it's just another way to utilize 3D printing and how awesome it can be. But yeah, but if you like this video, I hope it encourages you, the whole YouTube thing. Please subscribe, all of that good stuff. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this long, and I'll see you guys in a few days.